Where's it at? Here we go.
I mean,
There we go. Yeah.
Right up,
You know? You know what? Let's start off. Let's start off with some appropriate praise here. The Browns defense has stepped up so big. They started gaining that momentum against the Ravens, right? And they looked better. That was the best game they had played this season. This is the best game they have played all season. They came to play, every single one of them. Every part of that defense came to play. The secondary playing phenomenal. The defensive line and Myles Garrett eating.
Yeah.
I mean,
we talked about it on Browns Countdown. We talked about it on the News 5 pregame show tonight that we were hoping the Browns' defensive performance against Baltimore could carry over. They played well enough in Baltimore to beat the Ravens. They didn't. We were hoping it would carry over, and boy, has it. We've been blown away, I think, by the Browns forcing turnovers, which has not happened all season. They entered this game with just 2 interceptions. And the tackling, which has been atrocious all season, has been incredible.
The fundamentals.
Open field tackling, which is not what we have seen in this team. So defensively, flawless.
Yeah.
Now, I just said before we started this, I am both stunned that the Browns are up 11-0, and I'm stunned that the Browns are only up 11-0.
Absolutely.
This feels like a game Cleveland has dominated. It feels like it really should be a 20-0 ball game.
Yeah, and that's the thing. The defense has played well enough to keep them from scoring at all, and credit to them. Evan McPherson.
All right, Gilbert.
Missing
Thanks for stopping by, buddy.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Gilbert. The defense.
Love it.
The defense has done plenty and some. The offense has struggled.
So they put together drives.
Yeah.
We have not seen a 3-and-out from the offense yet.
Yeah.
They've put together drives.
They have.
The one drive stalled early in the first drive because Jed Wills got a holding call on a run play in which they lost 2 yards, which is inexcusable. And then you had the 2 turnovers, which were panic turnovers by both Jacoby Brissett and Amari Cooper on that wide receiver pass, which may be the worst trick play I've ever seen.
Yeah.
They panicked and turned the football over. You can't turn the ball over. As good as this defense is playing, what have we said all year? The Browns can't win when they lose the turnover battle. Thankfully for the Browns, they've turned it over twice in the first half, and Cincinnati turned it over 3 times.
And that's what the offense has to understand here going into the second half. They need to help their defense because, the defense is playing well, and they are doing a good job of not going 3-and-out, but they are still coming off the field. The defense is doing what they need to do. Eventually, if you don't get those points on the board, if you're not able to do that, your defense is going to get gassed. They really need to – too much trying to showcase Hunt early in the game.
So look at what Chuck says. The Browns are showcasing Hunt.
Yeah.
Al says too much trying to showcase Hunt. And I've heard that now a little bit, and I've seen that on social media. Are the Browns – we've been crying that Hunt's not getting enough touches. Are they trying to force Hunt in the ball game too much now? I don't think so necessarily.
It doesn't feel forced. It doesn't feel
forced. I will
forced.
say they are leaning on Nick Chubb. 9 carries for 40 yards in that touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
It's what we've all been asking for.
Yep.
13 first half carries. They have thrown the ball 16 times.
And that's the thing, is that is how you open the game up, the run game up for Nick Chubb, is you get that connection with Jacoby Brissett and Amari Cooper. That way, not Amari Cooper throwing the ball, the connection from Jacoby Brissett throwing the ball to Amari Cooper.
Yeah.
You get that, you get those deep balls that you've seen here tonight, and then that opens the entire run game up for Nick Chubb to really do what Nick Chubb does.
I was joking, but I said earlier today, hand the ball to Chubb 40 times and take your chances. Do I actually want to see Nick Chubb get the ball 40 times? No. For health reasons, no. But if you give the ball to Chubb 40 times and you lose, okay. Yeah. I don't know that many people in this city are complaining about it.
No one would be mad.
But, you got to lean on those guys. Those are the great asset. Although Brissett is playing very well, 11-16, 153. He did have the 1 turnover.
You know what? That's a good point, Lillian. It is.
Trade
deadline tomorrow.
Maybe showcasing Hunt a little bit.
Maybe, but they do. Listen, let's put this out here. They like having him on this team.
Yeah.
And the reports of him wanting a trade are not inaccurate, right? Because he did request that trade this summer. That was because that extension wasn't getting done. He wants to be a Cleveland Brown. At the end of the day, that is his dream, is to have a long-term contract with his hometown team. So that should be clarified, that man wants to play for the Cleveland Browns. He also cares about his business. So.
Okay, this is something they have not really done all season. They came back and beat the Panthers. They kind of finished off the Steelers. We know what happened in the Jets game. And every other game, the Browns have faltered late. Mm-hmm. They have an 11-point lead at halftime. Mm-hmm. This is the best situation this team has been in since Pittsburgh.
You can't ask for more.
Now they got to close it out. They have to do it. Now, defensively, do I think they're going to pitch a shutout for 4 quarters against Joe Burrow? No, probably not. The Bengals are going to score. Browns offense
has to step up.
Come on, keep up the
Has to
tempo.
step up. And we didn't mention it because Cade York made his
At
long
least
field goal.
Barry.
What they need to make sure they do
Yeah.
down this stretch, special teams unit has to step up. Has to step
Bad
up.
man.
It has been
He did
one
make
of the worst
He made the
parts.
long field goal.
And
the first one was bad, and then the kickoff after the touchdown. Did you see that? Got to like the 12-yard
Yeah.
line.
Yeah.
What was that?
It's been one of, if not the weakest part. Everyone complains about the defense and the offense is stuttering here, but the offense had a good first 4 weeks. They got to put it back together, but the special teams unit has really, really struggled at times. They can't do that in the second half because that would be a bummer way to
See
go.
what Chris is saying here? You got to play 60 minutes.
Yep.
We have seen the Browns play well for 55 minutes and change and lose
down
games.
the stretch, man.
You got to play well the whole game. This defense has got to be feeling itself. Got to come out and continue to do what it's doing.
Yep.
I think if the offense scores, this feels like a game. 24 points should be good.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Browns are halfway there.
It's all about this team coming together cohesively.
Yeah.
Like the defense has done their job. Now the offense needs to do their job. At the same time, the defense can't back down. They need to play this together. They have not had a game like that, and that's why it's been so close.
And this is no question.
Absolutely. Barry is correct.
And it's what we expected. And it's odd. This is what we expected the defense to be.
Out the gate, yeah.
And what's it? Jeremiah Wusu-Kormo's not out there. Denzel Ward's not out there. Greedy Williams has been on the bench all night. Jadeveon Clowney's banged up. Who's playing linebacker? I don't know. Do you know who's playing linebacker? You probably do. And it's the best half of football this defense has played.
You know what?
Inspired defense.
It's because of Sione Takitaki is having a game. Watch that man.
Yeah.
If he continues this up, he's been the mic, and he has been really exceptional tonight.
Yeah.
From not only just like the coverage, but like you said before, the fundamentals, the tackling, the open field tackling, wrapping guys up. We haven't seen that. That's been the biggest problem, and it seems like such a simple thing, but for them to step up like this is huge.
Okay, so the game is on News 5.
Yes, it is.
It's on ESPN also.
But you're watching it on News 5.
We will be here for the entire hour after the ball game. Right after the ball game, we'll be here. We'll be in the locker room. We'll be in the post game. Tune into that as well. We won't be able to take your comments, but we'll feel your presence.
We'll feel your presence,
Yeah.
and hopefully you'll feel ours, and hopefully we've got some good energy in that
God,
locker
I
room
hope
post game
so.
because they're off to a
It's been a
great
while.
start. We have a whole second half to go though, so you know what they have to do. We've seen it before. Thanks for watching.